Kia ora fam, hope you're doing well. Let's see who this reading is for. I'm enjoying like pulling the card on screen and seeing what the sign is, if I know what it is. But if you're unfamiliar with me, I'm Janina Siedu. I am queer, Ghanaian, ancestral medium, herbal ritualist, and artist based in Aotearoa. Yeah, começo my phone and this phone wishing to those love, but I think what you choose just please only. If you resonate with this reading once you watch it, please do like, share with a friend, repost. It's a great way of exchanging time and energy. So 8 of Wands is fire signs, so Aries, Leo, and particularly Sagittarius. It's Mercury in Sagittarius, so that has to do with the communication. As it says, swift activity, sudden progress or movement, speed, hastily made decisions, too rapid advancement, messages delivered instantly. So 8 of Wands can represent communicating, quick movement, even exercise. It's like, yeah, it's physical, and it's also passion with the wands. Yeah, I just said passion ignited. So we have 7 of coins at the base of the deck. So this reading is for those that are needing some swift, quick movement within your investments. So your physical investments, this is your time, your resources, your money, your home. It says ingenuity, growth, hard work, progress, successful dealings, money, wealth, treasure, reorganization, results of efforts are nearly due. This is like quite a slow moving card, 7 of Pentacles. It's because it's long term. Say it could even be like 7 months to 7 years, right? 8 of Wands is giving like 8 hours, 8 minutes, 8 days. It's quick. So maybe this, I'm not really sure what's going to come out, but maybe it could be to do with those that need, quick movement, figuring out what to do, what you can do now in regards to your long-term things that you are growing and invested in. So some of you actually might be receiving communication from somebody to do with your investments, but let's see what's up, eh? Some of you might need to communicate or like take quick action. Guidance and information, your close and mindful numbers of information to those of love, light, frequency, justice, and peace only. Do you have for 8 of Wands collective today? Got Knight of Cups. Guidance and information to have for 8 of Wands collective today. 7 of Cups and Temperance. We've got Sag again, I was going to say. Sagittarius is very significant. And then Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. 5 of Cups. Pull one more. So I liked pulling 6 cards. Oh, we got 2 more. The Lovers and 4 of Swords. So Gemini with 8 of Coins at the base of the deck. So I do want to say, like, for this collective, there is going to be growth, substantial growth. This is long-term growth in regards to your goals, your long-term plans, what you are even studying, learning, committed to, your commitments, and the personal effort that you pour into it. I heard contracts or contractually, is that a word? So maybe some of you are part of long-term contracts, like work contracts, or could even be relationship, or just a choice that you've made. So for some, I see in the future, I wanted to point out that there might be a choice for you to end something, close something off. Could be a connection with the Lovers. It could just be, the Lovers can just mean a choice in general. So some of you might be needing to make a choice to end something, because it's going to be beneficial for your long-term growth. Could be to do with boundaries as well. So some of you might need to look at what your boundaries are, what your structure is. This is quite like, I want to say boring, maybe boring to me, but necessary. So looking at yeah, 4-8, very structured, very straightforward, your foundation, and then how you're building upon that. It's interesting, we have the Devil, so Capricorn, 3 of Swords. Some of you'll need to place boundaries with other people, and maybe even in regards to how they've hurt you. Some of you'll need to look at your past hurt that you've gone through, disappointment, sorrow, unhappiness, and also see how you've caused that for yourself. Take accountability for yourself with the Devil. Some of you are like maybe tying yourself to something that you don't need to tie yourself to. Yeah, self-punishment is coming through. So maybe some of you will have unhealthy or toxic habits when it comes to that. I also heard the word manipulation. So maybe some of you will need to work on that, whether that's manipulating others or allowing others to manipulate you because you're feeling hurt. So maybe some of you will need to look at, how am I feeling hurt, or how have I been hurt? How does that hold me back? How do I create my own downfall? It's giving self-sabotage and addictions, that kind of thing. Yeah, and I'm quite highlighted to inability to realize one's goals too. So be mindful of that. Some of you'll just need to like set boundaries with yourself and others. Oh yeah, and I'm also seeing with these two, some of you might have a bit of a addiction or tendencies when it comes to materialism. So just be mindful of not being too stingy or not being too materialistic, whichever way it flows for you. Okay, back to the main cards. Yeah, some of you could be receiving a message, or some of you, okay, so you could be receiving a message or an invitation. This is like quick communication. It's light. It's nothing too like serious, or it's nothing too like crazy in depth. This also could be in regards to a relationship. If so, patience is necessary. I saw the word harmony twice. Yep, the Temperance and the Lovers. So some of you all are being called to fall into a space of harmony. So bring where you feel like you're lacking maybe, or have been a bit off, focus on that part of yourself. Sagittarius, which is probably like the main sign for this reading, is a lot about expansion and healing. It's interesting because 8 of Wands is Sagittarius and Temperance is too, but Temperance maybe is another side of that expansion. I feel like Saggies can be seen as very quick and moving out of restrictions and limitations and wanting freedom and liberation, which is great. But this is also about, this Sagittarius energy is about stillness, is about meditation, is about patience. I also see when with this imagery with the light pouring upwards, because that's what it's supposed to be, I think. I see like you're learning your own alchemy and your own flow and rhythm, and needing to be patient with yourself, and also your dreams with 7 of Cups. It says fantasy, unrealistic attitudes, imagination, daydreams, foolish whims, wishful thinking, illusionary success, person with impressive appearance but no substance. So some of you will be getting like a lot of offers or options or communication, like like could be a bunch of different messages, a bunch of different offers. Could be to do with work and your investments and whatever, and your ancestors or the divine are, I guess, calling you to make sure that you don't go with, or I heard not everything that glitters is gold. So there could be things or people around you that present themselves as impressive, but they're really not, or there's no substance for you in particular there. It could be for someone else, but maybe not for you. So taking it slow when it comes to choosing what you want. And choosing what you want is going to come with endings as well. Some of you also may need to choose to rest or need some time to yourself. Yeah, lots of options for you, lots of quick movement. Lots of being approached or invited to things. So yeah, just, I guess source just saying just be mindful. Also something about if you're a Sagittarius season, your birthday, or even if you're not a Saggy sun, there could be something about that time frame. When's Saggy season? Is that like the end of the year to into January, I think, or something? I think so. Some of you might be taking like 4 weeks off work. Yeah. Or choosing to take time off work. I'm also seeing with connections, specifically with romance, I'm seeing there's lots of healing and harmony in this energy. If this resonates for you, this is specific, this would be a new connection. We have been frequently communicating with the person. It's okay for you to dream and imagine what you want, but you will have to be patient as things harmonize out. And I see that it's important for you to test the sincerity of the people that you're connecting with and yourself. What guidance and information you have for this collective? 2 of coins, adaptability. I had new measures, so maybe there's a way, practicality, a way that you're doing something that's going to be new. It says difficulty in launching new projects, difficult situations arising. Yeah, new troubles, embarrassment, worry, concern, change must be faced with equanimity. I don't actually know what that word means. And Queen of Coins at the base of the deck. So looking after yourself is really important, like your physical health. It's going to help you adapt a lot more. So looking after, it's like really practical, fam. Looking after your body, looking after what you eat and consume. 7 of Wands, protecting your energy. Some of you'll need to do some protection spells, or I think in the last reading I just posted, one of the affirmations was I am protected by divine spirits and forces of nature, so you might need to go watch that. But that could be something that you speak over yourself. I'm also seeing that if you had been facing some challenges in launching something new, trying something new, being adaptable, you're gaining success over that, despite of any grief. 5 of Cups, sorry, despite of any loss. Don't cry over spilt milk as well. 5 of Cups is like someone that's lost like 3 cups but still has 2, and it's just like, you know, it's okay to express and feel grief, but don't get stuck there. 6 of Coins. Yeah, there's lots of harmonious exchange for you to experience. And it's definitely it's tied to like your imagination and the choices that are coming through for you. So remember to be generous and to receive. Yes, she's sharing of wealth, but with measured generosity. So it's not just like frivolous, giving everything out freely. It's actually very balanced. And we have 2 of Cups, Page of Swords, 10 of Coins. Yeah, some of you will be receiving a lot more prosperity. It could be something that's being passed down to you ancestrally, but it is physical. So it could come in the form of monetary abundance or family or just feeling safe. Some of you might be finding something out about your ancestry in particular, like a DNA test, or figuring out intuitively where you're from somewhere, like your ancestry. You might be given something like a tonga or like a treasure, or it says heirloom. Rewards of old age and experience. So the experience that you have had in the past in the physical material realm, in 3D, is going to help you adapt, is going to help you overcome challenges and know which options to pick. 9 of Wands. Yeah, so there's work to be put in. maybe some of you are anticipating difficulties and challenges, and that's okay because that comes with life. But I'm seeing it's really important to pour into yourself if you are doing a lot of hard work, but to also remember, discipline brings pleasure. So to be disciplined is going to bring you that pleasure that you're wanting at the end of the day. And with Page of Swords and Two of Cups, yeah, there's a lot of cute like conversation. I'm seeing you're having intimate conversation, korero, with your ancestors, with the divine, with yourself, your higher self, your uri, and also with anyone that you're in union with. So it doesn't necessarily mean romance. It can. There is a lot of that energy in this reading, but I am also seeing like just like one-on-one conversations, like hanging out with one person rather than like in groups. Six of Swords. Some of you might be going away with someone or be called to let go of anything that's bringing you a lack of rest. Yeah, Four of Swords is not only endings, it's also peace. It's a closing of a chapter, and I feel like Source is saying it's important for you to make the choice to prioritize peace and rest in your life. I also heard with your work, so maybe some of you have a job or do something that's not really bringing you peace. I don't know. If you are going away, I see lots of success in that. I see your cup being filled. I see expansion. I see you'll also learning from regret, loss, past difficulties, strengthening yourself and your confidence and expanding. Something about expansion of your family. But yeah, some of you maybe like it's giving like at the end of the year, like you really need to take a break. So like if you're someone that works for yourself like me, make sure you plan your time off, I'm seeing.